Hello. Hello, hello. Give me a smile, darling.
Oh, that wasn't smiling?
No, that was grimacing.
Grimacing.
Yeah. What's that? During this broadcast, you can support my page by sending stars, a digital gift that helps me earn money.
Yep.
I didn't know this was a thing.
It is on. Yeah. I added that on to the IN5D page.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know what? When your back's against the wall, you find out all these things, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Anita, have you considered having flyers or business cards? Pass these out, place in mail boxes or car windshields.
Hmm. I saw, what was it? I forgot where I saw that. Oh, it was a comedian, Mitch Hedberg. He says, I hate it when people hand me flyers. They're basically saying, here, you throw this away. It's true.
Wipe my bottom with it.
Right?
Yeah, sometimes it is a bit, isn't it?
He was such a funny comedian, Mitch Hedberg. He died, I think, of a drug overdose or something. But
No.
man, he was so funny. He had this unique delivery. His style was, he's definitely one of my favorite comedians. Brian Regan is another one. Incredibly funny comedian. Yeah. Those were the, Brian Regan is a comedian that, when he first came out, and I can still watch his videos and hurt my stomach from laughing so much.
That's how I feel about a guy called Lee Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have comedians out there like that, because I mean, some comedians you just smile, and it's humorous but not side-splitting funny.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Have you ever heard of a D-dimer test?
no.
Apparently, it's a test that you can take to see whether or not this thing has affected you. Yeah. So you could go into your doctors, guys, if you have had to have that. Go into the doctors and ask for a D-dimer test.
And in what way does it tell you that you've been affected?
It's if your blood could be clotting.
Oh,
Yeah.
Billy Connolly, is that a comedian?
Billy Connolly, I like Billy Connolly. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah,
Bren was familiar with Mitch Hedman. Yeah, really, really funny dude. A guy that I liked because he was a truther, and it wasn't that he was really funny. He was more of that amusing, but he awoken to people. Bill Hicks.
Yeah. I like JP Spears. He just does some brilliant work. Doing his little videos.
He does.
That's funny. It's very clever the way he turns it around. So do you know what? They can't get him because he's basically he's voicing it, what they are saying, but he's then kind of questioning it as well and asking the questions. It's very clever because
it's
they
amazing.
Can't.
Yeah, that he's still on YouTube.
Bloody amazing.
As much as they would love to take him down, I don't think they can.
They can't, because he's just saying what they're saying. He's just taking the mickey out of what they're saying.
Yeah.
So hi Anita, hi Joyce, Seeker, Christy, Sirius, Bren, Coxine, and Deborah, and I think that's everybody, isn't it?
Jim Brewer is another one that is a truther. That's a comedian. So he's like the modern day kind of Bill Hicks. but he does it very tactfully now, so he's not coming up on the radar. But he totally gets it, and he does that whole thing with, questioning, not coming out outwardly and saying this is the way it is, but he questions it and kind of, he knows that, but he's not coming. He can't really, kind of like what we do when we have to tippy toe around shit on here.
I've gone onto my Facebook page and I've said, could anybody answer me this? Why are so many fit people, athletes and young people, why are they passing away, do you think? But asking that question, I'm not doing anything wrong, because I'm not accusing anybody of anything.
Nope. Or of why they're passing away. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But the comments, people could read the comments and go, well, I never even thought of that. You do get some kind of like 3D coming out with exactly what the mainstream media would say. You do get that.
Well, this, I'll show you something I posted on.
Hi, Concha.
Yeah, I do get that. This is something I posted on Telegram today. Scientists warn eggs are causing thousands of people to suddenly form blood clots.
What?
Exactly. Right?
What the hell?
My comment was, scientists are baffled by eggs. If you guys that follow me on the IN5D Telegram page know that after everything that's related to this COVID bullshit, I always put something sarcastically in there by saying scientists are baffled. I always use that word baffled on there because we all know the answer, and they're not baffled. They know the answer too.
They do. Yes, they do. Hi, Concha. Yep. Hello, Anne and Anita, Dean, and Dorinda. Hello. Welcome. Cheers, everybody. I'm on the gin. No, I'm not actually. I'm not on the gin.
Speaking of which, I have to get another bottle of water. I'll be right back.
So I feel Greg feels a bit better after talking to you guys, and so thank you everybody for all your love. It really means a lot. It really does.
Yeah, it's tough. It would be way too easy to sit and stew, but I got to be proactive and I got to move forward and just trust that the universe has my back somehow, some way.
Yep. It does. It's a bigger plan. I wish they would let us know beforehand. But
so as long as the universe has my back and you have my front, I'm good.
Oh, I have.
Anita Gale. Today's big news: Earth's renegade inner core may have paused and reversed. Interesting. Scientists say. New York Post. Google. What is? I don't know what that is. And Grand Supreme News reporter. Could this be why some people are acting weird? I wonder if that's why the airports had to close down, that whole pole shift thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting. Earth's renegade inner core may have paused.
Yeah, Deb Treadway, she pointed out a few things that were things that I'd predicted, and I had no idea. And she said it's a thing. I said about the it's like a med bed technology, but it's handheld, and I said handheld.
Yep.
I didn't know, but apparently there is a wand. She confirmed it today.
Yeah.
Med beds, they're going to come out with a wand. Yeah.
A med wand.
A med wand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's that. There was another thing. So I was like just dropping my jaw and going, hold on a minute, what did you just say? And it was another thing and another thing and another thing. I was like, wow.
Okay, Marfugel Is a YouTube channel. Okay. And do you think a pole shift is real? Yeah, I do. You can actually, well, you can see it in not only ice core samples where there were pole shifts, but you can also see it in the magnetics of lava, how it shifted during, numerous pole shifts that have gone on in the past. Or at least that's what we've been told, right?
Yes. Yeah. So has anybody got any questions you want to ask us to look into?
Well, we're going to look into Elon Musk, and I guess that'll be it.
No, but I did hear about that. The Earth has the inner core has paused, but I think they said that it does happen sometimes. I don't know about that, but that's what I was reading. It was on there.
Wow.
It was on MSN actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that, Christy. You are both 33rd degree initiates, so get your mastery hat on and let's get go, kids. Yeah, we can do this, we can manifest, but it's just sometimes it's really hard because you just get slapped and slapped and slapped, and there's times that it's really difficult to get back up again.
I'm already looking into this Elon Musk thing, and what I found really interesting is that all the cards I pulled out were either pentacles or there was he got the sun as well. But interesting about the pentacles with him being as wealthy as he is.
Yep.
Got him juggling priorities. Is he going to be going off world? Who knows? Maybe. Could be. I think that's a yes though, because that's where his, alter family is going to be. He got the sun card. He's going to try to pull it off and make it look like it's happening. And then he got the King of Pentacles as well. So another pentacle card: wealth, business, leadership, discipline, abundance. He's got it all. He's just going to ride away. Right. What I'm seeing is that he's going to ride off into the sunset. You can look at that figuratively and literally. He's going to ride off into the sunset. So
what was the question?
Is he going to be a body double and disappear?
Oh,
yeah.
Well, we looked at this the other day, and I picked up that he is the real Elon, who had done bad things. Elon has been arrested and is in some lab trapped away. Is allowed to work for the light workers and nothing more, doing his thing, a bit like Project Paperclip. What's the use of locking somebody up with that genius mind? You put that mind to work for the good guys, which I feel he is. And there's another Elon that is here and doing the face thing. So yeah, I do feel as if there's two Elons. That's what I picked up already.
I know some people have talked about you see pictures of him when he was younger, maybe in his 20s, and he was balding. And then, well, it's obvious that he's had plugs put in, but people are saying, oh, well, because he was balding and they're seeing the picture of him with plugs in his hair, that they're two different people. And I don't believe that. I think that's the same person, but it was after the plugs that there probably was something, with a body double, or he went underground or something to that effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel a lot of them are is black obsidian. I thought I was buying what was it called? Shungite. I thought it was called. Yeah. I typed in Shungite. I saw it. I bought it, and then it was afterwards. I thought, hold on a minute, that's a black obsidian. I typed in Shungite. So, but it's still protective crystal.
I'm not sure about this question.
Ali, being so close, can you read on Gregg? Then can everyone here focus on whatever you tell us is best? I've already read for him. I did a reading for him in the last video.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was very good news.
Yeah.
Very good news. Yeah. So thank you, Maureen. That's for you to think of him. Yeah.
I thought Elon is Antichrist, pushing the dark metaverse AI. And the Elon we see today is controlled by white hats.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Interesting perspective. Yeah.
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Brendan.
the one now, when you listen to his interviews, he's very, very worried about our AI stuff and how the robots and AI is going to outdo humans. And it's then going to look at humans as, you're just polluting the planet. We need you gone. And so, you know, he doesn't want AI to get to that level. He's very worried about it.
So Bren is saying, I don't trust Elon, the guy who created Skynet and wants to put chips in our brains. I mean, yeah, I can see both sides. I can see this really cool side of him and this dark side of him. I think most people can see that. It's like, you know, it's the left versus the right, but he's doing both. Right?
He's playing the game. There's a lot of celebrities out there playing the game. They are puppets to wake people up. Wake up. That's what the symbol is. It's yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we haven't got any questions. So what other questions have we got? Any? Have I got any here?
Yeah. Anita Gale had one about the inner core. Is it releasing of the earth? Is it releasing demons?
Okay.
The bowels of hell, right?
Okay. Well, I'll say what I think do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Go ahead. You go.
I haven't got the cards ready. Oh, Momo.
Hey, Mo.
How am I supposed to? Oh, sorry. Hey, baby. I love you. Hey. Hi. Get your bum out of the camera. So professional. Okay, so what my guides are saying to me is there is a lot of energy around already. I don't feel as if it's just that, but no, you're very distracting, love. Okay. Right, so it would have been easy for you to go with this cat being here. Okay, so I would say they want you to believe that the worst is out there. They want you to believe, you know, it's like a drama and drama and drama, and they're drop feeding these dramas about so that people get frightened. They start to, you know, look into things. You know, there's a lot, you know, when the people say it's a movie, in a lot of ways it is a little bit like that, because it's like showcasing things, making people look here, you know, while something else is going on. So it's kind of distraction. A lot of it is distraction, but I don't feel as if there's anything to worry about with that, is what my message is. I feel that if you look at the last video that we did, Gaia has asked for the off-worlders to bring in a new team of light workers who are galactic warriors, and they're called the Defenders of the Light. I don't know what their proper name is, but that's kind of just what I've named them, because they came to me yesterday, and they are basically just really able to kick ass. So I wouldn't have that anywhere near your head. You don't want to invite them in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, the answer to that is their energy is around already. Is that causing anything extra? I don't believe so. Sorry. What do you get, love?
I got exactly the same thing. It's a huge distraction. Something else is going on over here because they want you looking over here. Hey, look, the Earth's center is stopping and slowing down. It's reversing or whatever. It's look over here at that because there's something huge going on over here that they don't want us looking at or paying attention to. And then people are thinking, doomsday scenarios and stuff like that, low vibrational crap. But yeah, definitely and definitively, this is all, something else is going on. It's called smoke and mirrors when this happens, when, there's smoke over here, look, oh, everyone's looking over there. But and meanwhile, there's something over here going on. That's what's happening right now with that. That's what I have. Smoke and mirrors, babe.
Yeah. So whenever you feel as if there's any dark energy or there's any kind of feelings of, you're not feeling quite right, or, you're feeling depressed or anything, then please just call in these Defenders of the Light. They are, there's a visualization that we all did in the last, Gregg and Ali Live. So if you haven't seen that, pop over there. It's bang smack in the middle, I think. When we did that, we did a visualization, and so it's a good idea to activate them. Yeah, so it's that color.
I like what Sirius says here. My advice is to vibrate so high we are untouchable. The great solar flash will burn out any remaining dark ones left on the planet, and we welcome back 1,000 years of peace. I think it's longer than that. Actually, if the solar flash is related to us fully immersing into the photon belt, that's a 2,000-year cycle. And I think we've already seen evidence that we have already begun our journey into that photon belt. But the bulk of that is going to take 2,000 years to go through. So, it's an epoch. So, yeah. Anyway, if you guys have questions, put them in capitals, because it's a lot easier for us to find them. So just write them all in capitals, and we'll try to get to you.
Oh, the other thing was, remember I said about having a machine that could detect your intention? Do you remember me saying that in one of my predictions?
Yes,
so
yes.
If your intentions were bad, it would be able to tell if your intentions were bad. That's what Deb Treadway said that she'd heard as well. She thought I was talking about this thing that she'd already heard about. And I said, no, I just literally predicted that. She said, no, it is the thing. It's the thing. I was like, it was like one thing after another. It was boom, boom, boom. I was like, wow. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pleased. I'm pleased.
Yeah. We made 88 predictions, and we've already seen a number of them already come true. So go back and take a look, listen to our New Year's Eve show if you want to check out those predictions.
Yeah, and the majority of them are very good for humanity. Very good.
Yep.
They really are. Okay, I'd like to look at where we are. How many more people are awake? Are we getting there with people awakening? Okay, is it getting better? That's what I would like to look at.
Is the awakening getting better? Are more people awakening? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I got that there's still a lot of suppression going on. There's still a lot of the truth is still not coming out, but it's like it's coming. Okay, the lies from the media. It's all going. It's like in one fell swoop. The lies that the media have been telling will be unraveled in one day. It's like I'm seeing just one day. There will be a truth bomb there, a truth bomb there, and a truth bomb there. And if you connect all of them, nobody could even justify what has been said, what they are what is happening. So, and I do feel as if this is about the jibby jabs. So I think it's to do with that. I feel that there's a huge disclosure coming. So the answer is that yes, there is there's been a huge awakening, a big surge of people that have literally just woken up recently. I've been picking up in a lot of my readings that I'm doing that family members are coming back into their estranged families, that they are coming back in, and this is due to the fact that they cannot not see all of the passings that are happening, and all the truth that is now coming out, and that is just going to keep coming and coming and coming. But I'm seeing it in the cards literally, and it is the biggest bit is happening in February. Okay, February is going to be a huge change in that direction. So I feel the biggest surge is coming in February.
Oh, okay. Lovely. Bring it on. Change is the optimal word, because I got the Six of Swords, and that's transition and change. I got fast-paced change as well coming up. So yeah, I think and I also got the Chariot, which when I see these three cards together, what I'm looking at, what's the story unfolding here? Well, there's going to be some, and Allie and I spoke about this on New Year's Eve. There's going to be some awakening event, and we both concur that something's going to happen so bizarre and so way out there. Nobody will predict this, but it's going to awaken the masses. Something's going to happen so undeniably incredible that even the mainstream media will have to report on it. That is going to be the tipping point, I think. We're really close. That change is coming big time. It's undeniable, the change that's coming. So, yeah, and I think it's going to be that event, whatever that event might be. I don't have a timetable on that. Could be February. I don't know. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. You can pick up a lot of global activity when you're reading cards, and how many times a day am I reading this is happening the end of January, this is happening the beginning of February, the middle of February, the end of February, beginning, middle, and then the next person I'm reading, so middle of February, and the next person, it's cards are still coming up middle of February for everyone. Financial changes, March, what I mean? It's like, how can it be for everybody exactly the same? Exactly the same. March for finances, February for disclosure, huge stuff like that. It's just like coming in.
I want you to read this one.
What type of fire season will Southern... What is that? I can't read that. You're joking, aren't you? I have no idea.
Just what does it look like? How it's pronounced?
I don't know, love. I have no idea. They're all like words that I don't know.
Did you ever watch the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Hour? Or Bugs Bunny in general?
Yeah.
And there's this little short man with a big top hat on, and He's got guns on his side. What's his name?
Vaguely.
He talks like this. Gonna get that rascal. What's his name? His last name is Sam. Something Sam.
How am I supposed to know that when I can only just visualize his character in a cartoon?
Well, it's that word right there. Something, that word, Sam. Yosemite.
Right.
Yosemite Sam.
You answer that then. Or is it a joke question?
No, it's not. What type of fire? Southern Yosemite. Where? I'm not sure where Yosemite is. Anyway, I think is that Colorado? I don't know. What type of fire season will Southern Yosemite see this year? Well, let's take a peek at the cards and see what they have to say. Actually, it's looking actually rather good from this perspective. Ultimately, yeah. Okay. I think you're going to have a little help from our galactics in making this actually a relatively quiet one, because I see celebration going on, and you got one of the best cards in the deck for the sun. So overall, yeah, I think the possibilities there that the galactics may step in and help make things much better than what they could have been. But I really don't see, with that celebration card, I see it being relatively quiet. So bravo for that. What do you have?
Okay, so I've got it. So it's to do with the fire, because in England we don't have that, of course.
No.
So you're talking about forest fires and things like that. That's what that is, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I'm a little old person from the UK here. So you have to help me with understand these things. And Yosemite, that is an actual place, is it?
Yeah, Yosemite.
Yeah, it's an actual place. Okay.
National Park. Oh, it's in California. Okay.
It's in California. Okay. All right. So let me ask them.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so they're talking about it not being as bad as it has been. Okay, that's there has been the technology that they used in some of the, you know, the laser beams and certain things, yeah, that they showed me that, and I remembered reading something about that. So they're not able to do that anymore. They can't do that anymore. They have been confiscated, taken away. Okay, so they cannot do that anymore. The off-worlders are on it. They are on it. It's like there are new people who are now in charge of this. So no, I do not believe that is going to be something of an issue. Not like it has been. Yeah, it's all been dealt with. There is a definitely off-worlder energy. It's like they're blocking it. It's off-worlder energies blocking things. So that's what I get.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. You know, off-worlder kind of help going on.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Linda Winger has a question. Will you please inquire about Edmonton, city north of me, being turned into 15-minute city? I don't get that.
Linda, they're trying to do it. They're trying to do that in Canterbury as well.
What's a 15-minute city?
Well, if it's anything like what we've got, that anybody who lives in Canterbury, it's fine. But anybody who's outside of Canterbury, unless they're going in for work, if they're going into such, then you can only do it once or twice a week. You're not allowed to. They penalise you for going into certain places. They're trying to make it non-traffic places.
Okay, the concept is very simple: to create neighborhoods and cities where a person can meet a host of their basic needs via a short walk, bike, or bike ride. Larger cities also tend to include public transit in the mix. Okay. Yeah, you learn something new every day. So I'll let you go first on this, and I'll jump in afterwards.
Okay, so what my guides are telling me is that there is going to be so much uproar about these that no one's going to keep to it. Nobody's going to keep to the guidelines. Nobody's going to accept it. And it's the same here in England and all over, wherever they're trying to provoke the normies into getting themselves activated, get themselves off the couch and stop looking at EastEnders and, you know, all the soap operas, and get out there and do something. You know, if you don't like what's going on, they're trying to activate people, the newbies. So the answer to that is I don't think it's good. Even if it's implemented, which I doubt very much, then I would say that it is. There's going to be uproar. People will either stand up, get noticed about it, and protest, and there'll be other people who will just ignore it, and just, if they get fines, they're not going to pay them. So yeah, that's what I get.
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, what I'm looking at, there's a lot. It's all about control, you know, as is, you know, every government. It's all about subservience, control, and conformity. This is yet another push for, you know, ultimate control over people, and it has a lot to do too with greed, corporate greed, but mostly for control. And I see the people rising up against this, basically, you know, coming together, and you know, your voices are so much stronger when you're able to unite. And I don't see it actually coming to fruition. You know, it's one of those things that they're pushing out there, you know, to, you know, put fear into you, and, you know, get you to that point of saying, oh, fuck it, whatever, I don't care. You're not going to do that, though. You're going to speak your minds. You're going to get together. You're going to voice your opinions. I see this happening. Ultimately, there's celebration coming that they weren't able to pull one over on you, you know. And everything we've been talking, and I've been talking specifically on IN5D for years, since Pluto came into Capricorn. This is the year. It's all going to come out. It's all going to get exposed with that truth vibration. So that's coming out. You'll see by the end of the year. It's all coming out.
Boom.
Yep.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
And hi to everybody in the chat. I'm sorry we haven't got round to saying hi to everybody. Tina, I haven't said hi to. Jean and Jeannie. Oh, there's just so many, isn't there? So I haven't caught up with them.
Right, and it's hard. It's a little harder on global predictions because we can't focus as much on the chat. But you know, yeah, the dark ones, they're not going to give up easily. Otherwise, they would have. The best analogy I've heard of this was on that video that I posted on IN5D about that Project Looking Glass insider, who said that both sides, the white hats and the dark hats, already know there's only 7 moves left in this chess game. if when this person does this, the other person's going to do that. There's nothing that can change the outcome.
No.
It's essentially checkmate, and we won. Of course, they're not going to give up, but they're going to try to take as many people down with them into that lower vibrational density as they can. And they almost got me yesterday. We're not going to let that happen.
Nope, not with your loving family here and your loving wife. It's just not going to happen.
No.
Nope, it's not. So Harp and DARPA are as inhumane as they get. Yeah, the off-worlders, we are, they're the galactic help. The galactic help. So, yeah, that's what we see. Somebody was asking, what do we mean by the off-worlders? Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel as if it's like a civil war or anything, but there are, yeah. This was good. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, tonight on Kansas City, Kansas News, they talked about the jibby jab testing and clinical trials are failing, not working, something to that effect. Bravo. How do you say that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's 5 minutes ago.
I've just only learned Onianta. I still said that wrong, haven't I? Onianta. Onianta.
Uh-huh.
Yosemite. Yes. Yosemite.
Yes. Yosemite. Yosemite. Yeah, I had no idea.
Right?
I guessed that it was in Colorado initially. I have no idea. It's in California. I was only 3 states away. It's like 3 countries away for you guys.
We usually have lots of questions, and we've not got many questions tonight. We'll have to get more prepared for next week.
No, we can chat. That's okay. Doesn't matter.
Do you see the baddies using a fake alien invasion? There's another one there. A fake alien invasion with their crafts as a last attempt to trick us.
Oh, you're way ahead of me because there's one back here. Hang on.
Oh, is there? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll come to that one in a minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hang on. I had to scroll back to Lise, and she even put it in capitals, and you missed her.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lise.
Will the trees they have chopped down be coming back? And will Earth get bigger? I like that. I've seen that video on the expanding Earth theory, and it's really quite compelling that it has been expanding throughout, the millennia. So, okay.
I wouldn't have thought that was possible, but obviously it is.
Yeah, it's really a compelling argument. Yeah. So why don't you give it a shot, and I'll jump in.
All right. Okay, so will all the trees they have chopped down be coming back? Okay. Okay. I do get a no with the trees, but I do see there's more projects to plant more trees. Definitely, there's more projects with. I don't see that there's going to be a huge transformation with Earth. It's going to be a lot greener. It's going to be a lot more lush. The weather that they're doing, the harshness of what they're doing with the weather will be reversed into it being good for everybody. And so there won't be any of this weather manipulation. Everything will be lush. Everything will be, it will just be as it should be without the manipulation. So, and I feel that everything will just be good. I am seeing that, the off-world, the off-worlders, it looks to me as if they're already the plans they have for Earth, it's like they're not intervening, but there are humans working with the off-worlders, and for this Earth to go through how it should have been without the repression. You know, everything's been repressed, everything's been held back. It's like we should have been further on than this. We should have, you know, the whole planet should have been further on than this. You know, so when they talk about we're polluting the planet and we're doing this, we the people are not. We can't go to a supermarket and buy things without it coming in packages that they have authorized to be the right packaging. It's always so. There is so much. The beauty of how this Earth is going to be, I can't even begin to tell you. When I visualize it, it's like everything is being seeded. Everything is being. It's in such a. It's very difficult to explain it, but if you imagine heaven on earth, you will get a little bit of that, the look of it, the feel of it, the love vibration. And so when this big, so you can call it a solar flash or the event of love, it's like this is how everybody is supposed to be living here. And so I don't feel as if people will stay in that high love vibration. But they're definitely going to level up a lot, that's for sure. And the dark ones are just going to be disappearing. Not saying all of them will, because this planet is a university and it's supposed to have the polarity of light and dark. Otherwise, we wouldn't understand what good is, because everything would be good, wouldn't it? And the other question was, and will Earth get bigger? I'm not picking up anything about that, I'm afraid. Absolutely zilch. So I'm sorry. I'll have to leave that bit over to my lovely hubby.
Okay.
My love.
All right. So this is a great question. And thank you for everyone that's asked questions tonight. Will the trees they've chopped down be coming back? Once again, I also got a no on this one, but what I got is that there's a transition going on, and it's a positive one. And so it may even be related to the solar flash, where that transition comes and there's more of a, what I'm picking up is there's more of a balance of everything that goes that comes into the planet, where everything is just, you don't have to worry about anything at that point. So yeah, not all the trees will come back, but there's a reason for that. And not all the trees will be needed at that point anyway. So where we're heading is transitioning into something that's going to be all about balance. That's what I got on that. And as for the Earth getting bigger, surprisingly, you know, because I love that expanding Earth theory. I've watched. There's a guy that he's a cartoonist. I think his last name is Adams or something like that. But there's a video on YouTube where he talks about that expanding Earth theory, and it's really compelling. And it had me sold on it, but the cards are saying otherwise. Nope, it's not. That's what I got.
Okay. That to me was a hard question. That was a hard question for me.
Actually, you know, it's not expanding now, but that's not to say it didn't in the past. Okay. And it could have been smaller and expanded out to where we are right now. But is it going to continue? I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was a ways back.
They try and say that we're overpopulated and everything. they say that if everybody stood up and the whole of the population on Earth, and they stood up, it would just cover New York.
Wow.
That's what they say. The scientists say. I mean, at the end of the day, there is so much land that isn't being, occupied, and I don't believe that there should be houses and complexes everywhere. I don't believe that. I think we need but to be creative, I would like to do a show with everybody where we can all kind of in our mind go into our imagination and let's create how we want this world to be, or how we can see the world being. I think that would be a good show.
I think they said that we could fit the entire, and don't quote me on this, but I thought I heard that you could fit the entire world's population in Texas.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So
yeah,
like, come on, they just want us to believe that we're a nuisance on this planet. The only things that are a nuisance on this planet is these so-called elite people who are running it, and the Satanists and everything. They're the people that need to be shuffled off the whatever. Can't say
so
more.
Anita wants you to explain who the off-worlders are.
I just did that. I answered that earlier. I said they're galactic friends. Remember, I said it earlier. I think you were talking about something else, but I did it earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Okay. We got some more questions. I'm excited. Okay. All right. Okay. That's a good question.
Okay. Do you want to read it?
Oh, okay. Do you see the baddies using a fake alien invasion with their crafts as a last attempt to trick us? They will fight till death, literally. But then again, so will we. And God wins. Okay. That's a good one. My guides are just saying that I don't feel as if they can get away with it anymore. Not anymore. That was on the cards. I would say that was a timeline that was going to happen. It was a timeline that was going to happen. But I don't feel as if it is going to happen. But let me just see what the cards say. Okay. Okay. So the answer to that is no. Okay, no. They are not going to do it. They can't do it. That's what the cards are saying. They are working on some false flags, though. So I do feel as if there's some false flags coming up, but that is not going to be one of them. It's like the more we talk about it and expose it, the less they can use it. They can't do it. Okay, so I would say no on that one. What do you say, my love?
When our cards line up, it's as if, may as well only let one of us answer, because I'm gonna, or you're gonna get. It depends on who goes first, but chances are we have like very similar cards, and that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that it's been in the plans, and they've talked about it. They've made plans, and they've tried to push things through, and there's certain things that they're trying to get done, but it's just not happening. And with this being the last year of Pluto and Capricorn, and this truth vibration rising, it's not going to come out. There's celebration on our end. The chess game's just about over, and this is our result. This is what happens. So no, the baddies will not. That fake alien invasion thing, Project Bluebeam, whatever you want to call it, not happening.
Do you feel as if it was? Do you feel as if it was something that was going to happen?
Werner von Braun allegedly said that on his deathbed, that there was going to be all these scenarios that were going to play out, and one of them was the fake alien invasion. And so,
yeah,
but that's what they planned on doing it. And he allegedly said this on his deathbed to clear his conscience. But This was then, and timelines, as we've seen, have changed, and we've seen the proof of timelines changing through the Mandela effect.
And the timeline's changing because we can change these things.
True.
You know?
Yes.
And I know this to be true. Yep. Okay, what's next, my love?
I don't know. Just what do you pick up from the meeting in Davos? What was it about? World control. Yeah, domination. Basically similar to like the Bilderbergs. Yeah, that's. Yeah, of course, they're pushing all this climate bullshit on us, but they all took their private jets there. Screw them. I'm not buying into that.
My mum came up with an interesting about this, and I want to share that. Mum, so Mum was basically saying, they have to walk past lots of reporters and everything to get into this building. They could have done it that there was no reporters there, or that was, there would have been a way. I feel as if it's she said, and I agree with her, that it's a white hat op, that they have to do the walk of shame. That's what they have to do. They have to answer to the press who are shouting all of these things at them. And I think those press are the white hats. The white hats were put there deliberately to shout at these people. So I think that was the whole. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I saw Schwab getting verbally attacked. Asking questions and hounding him to answer, and he wouldn't say anything. And they know we're on to them, and we're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it.
Let's go back 5 years. Okay, let's go back 5 years. Would anybody? It would have been big news if one person had shouted something derogatory at any of these elite people. It wouldn't have happened.
Right.
Not the way it is now. Where it is now, there's so many people awake and aware, and it's literally going to be a huge explosion gone bam. And I feel, this spring, it's in spring, it's all going to go absolutely crazy. And I'm very excited about it.
All right, so our next one is from Maureen, and she's asking, she's saying they're still pushing the UN agenda in California. The heavy forest fires are part of it. Yeah, I agree on that. I'm sure it's everywhere. Will that agenda be stopped before it does too much damage? And I'll go first on this one because the answer's short and sweet. Yes. What they're doing, there's multiple agendas, as you know, going on, and reasons why they're doing a lot of this comes down to it's for money laundering. So we have all these fires. We need to get, $3 billion from the government to help fight the forest fires and stuff like that. But that money's not going to help anyone. It's getting laundered through and passed back to other crooked people. But it's all getting exposed. And will it be stopped before it does too much damage? Yeah, it will, and I see celebration coming out on this one as well. So definitely they're still gonna, we've talked about this before, they're still gonna push as much as they can, and there's nothing, not much we can do about it. We can always use our positive thoughts and energy to try to subdue as much as we can, but the agenda will be stopped by the end of the year. Yep.
I'm with you. There is going to be a big whistleblowing operation that is going to take place, I feel, regarding this particular situation. And I feel as if there's a lot of people who are going to be finding their voices. They have been being told that people weren't ready to hear the whistleblowers until this point in the game, in the movie. What's happening now is there's a steady drip feed of the whistleblowers that are now being told, okay, come out now. Okay, and this is to save, some of them is to save their own bacon, to save their own fate, if you like. They've been on the bad side. They are, so they have had to keep suppressed, keep subdued, keep finding out information from the bad guys, only to expose more and more of it. And so I'm seeing month by month, you're going to see that is crashed and gone. Then the next month, there'll be something else that is crashed and gone. And the next month. So it's like they've got a huge plan of action that is literally being blown out of the water. It's done. They're done. They're absolutely done. And so there's going to be a big whistleblower. They're not able. I mean, I've got the judgment card. Trump is on it. Trump is going to play his Trump card this year. There's going to be celebration of this being exposed. So,
Okay.
It's like showing that they're going to be talking about there was a plan of action. This is what they were planning. This is what they were doing. Here's the proof. And it's not going to happen. And then there's going to be a big kind of, cleanup operation regarding this. I'm actually seeing that there has been some accelerant or something been sprayed in that area as well. They're talking about planes and accelerant being sprayed so that when there is, a small fire, it would go into a big fire. That is going to be part of the whistleblowing thing as well. There's a lot more than that. Evil bastards.
Yeah, no doubt. Chrissy's asking, nuclear bullshit. What's up with the swinging?
I love it, Christy.
What's up with the Richard swinging? The Peter Johnson swinging. I'll go first on this. Yeah.
Oh, that is an actual question, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up with it? All the nuclear BS. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's postulating. It's exactly what that is. It's all postulating. They're trying to bring in this fear once again. We know from various military insiders that, for example, the nuclear warheads on all the military bases were disabled. It ain't gonna happen. It can't happen. But ultimately, they're gonna have to walk away from, this postulating, because it's no one's buying it and it's not gonna happen. It's like that analogy I gave before about the chess game. It's almost over. They can say, hey, we're gonna push this button. If you don't do that, yeah, go for it. It ain't gonna do nothing. You can say what you're gonna do, but it's not gonna make a damn bit of difference. So yeah, that's all it is, postulating and fear mongering, but it's not gonna happen. It will not happen. Yep.
It's a bit boring these days, isn't it, that we just keep agreeing? There was times that we didn't agree before.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of in tune. It's the questions that are coming up. So I feel as if it's all the dark side are using this nuclear thing to to fear and to get more of the loosh. Okay, the normies, it's like, oh, there's going to be so they are buying into it. People who are awake and aware are looking at it going, yeah, whatever. So that's their agenda. The white hat agenda is to say, this is what these evil sods would like to do to you. are you going to sit there and carry on watching the mainstream news and believing everything they're gonna say, and go and get your 15th booster and do as you're told? Do you know what I mean? And don't question anything, you know.
No.
Don't do that. So yeah, there's that is working well for both sides of the movie. And both have got different agendas, but is it actually going to happen? Absolutely not. No way. I do believe that the off-worlders have dismantled everything. We've seen videos of these nuclear weapons being, laser beamed into and extinguished. It's just not going to happen. It really isn't. They have gone too far now. The off-worlders are pissed. And they are just fighting back with us, shoulder to shoulder. I'm not saying all of them, because obviously there's some not so nice off-worlders, but the majority of them are, they're on our side.
Okay.
And Mother Earth is too precious as well. If something happened with Mother Earth, then it would affect the whole all the star systems. It would affect everything. So it's precious.
Our next question comes from Serious Love. Did the redwood forest that they demolished with laser weapons, direct energy weapons, back when they burned down the towns, here's the question, did those trees hold ancient souls, evil or good? Or did they release souls at the end? Days for help. I looked into this already, and I pulled some cards on this, so I'll jump out first. Did those trees hold ancient souls, as in people? No, but they had their own souls of themselves that were brought here from off-worlders. The whole redwood thing, that's not a terrestrial plant or tree. It was brought here from in other galactic races, or a particular galactic race, probably the Anunnaki, or some gigantic race of beings that, for them, that's an average sized tree. For us, they're humongous. But the trees themselves, they had off-world DNA, I guess we can say, and that's the sad part about those. Like I said, those trees were not indigenous to this our planet, and so the trees lost basically their DNA because they're no longer around. But there are still some that are here, so it's not a complete loss. That DNA is still on the planet, but the trees themselves, they'll be fine. It's unfortunate, just like anyone that's been, that we've seen those neighborhoods that were, demolished, except for on one side of the street, and then the other side is perfectly fine. Energy just doesn't disappear. So it's sad what happened, but and the trees have their own souls as well, and that was just the part of their cycle that had to end like that. So it was the souls of the trees that were sadly ended. Well, not ended, but transitioning. That's what I got.
Okay. What they're telling me is that the souls of these trees, a lot of them chose to stay, just didn't. They was released, but they're still there. It's like the souls are now helping nature. They're blending with the elementals, and you can. They're saying, this is just what they sent to me, that you can actually hear them speak easier than you would do if they were in the tree. But in the tree, you could lean against a tree. You can listen to them talk. You can get information about what it is. But now you can actually hear the whispers in the trees. That's what they're saying. I feel that this is going to sound absolutely crazy to people if they're not awake and aware. Okay, but every single soul that was released from the trees is so wise and aware. They've just accepted. It's a bit like people who are in wars and conflict. It's like they're celebrated when they go over, their loved ones, the spirit guides and it's like, you played your part so well, you're amazing, the love that that they're feeling. So yeah, for us it's awful and terrible, but that, believe me, that hasn't gone anywhere. The ancient knowledge and the souls, I'm only sensing good. I do not sense any evil around trees at all. And no, in fact, they're free. They're free to be and do what they want to do. But so I don't know if that answered it or not, but that's what I got.
Okay, I thought it did. I don't think this is a tarot question, but it's just more of an opinion. You guys talked about silver the other day. Would you recommend putting our efforts into silver only, or are there other types of goods, materials, currency, etc., to invest in so we don't hold on to cash, which I'm sure will become worthless? Any thoughts? Yeah. Well, first of all, yeah, silver is always a great investment. So I highly recommend doing that. You also want to not just silver bullion, but junk silver. Like here in the United States, it'd be like quarters that are 1964 or older, silver dimes. Because, and this is the example I like using. If the shit were to hit the fan, it's going to be a lot harder to barter with a 1 ounce coin than it is with a silver dime. If a silver dime has a melt value of $3.50, you might be able to trade it with a farmer for a dozen eggs. Yeah, this is for entertainment purposes only. Definitely. And this is not financial advice either. But yeah, so that's number one. Number two, you might want to consider investing into some cryptocurrency as well, because that cannot be regulated. I know they keep talking about, oh, we're going to regulate it. No, they won't. They can't do it. This is all, yeah. And I wouldn't go overboard on that. I think silver is probably your best bet, especially because there's so many financial analysts out there that are talking about this or have talked about it. Silver, there's about as much physical silver left on this planet as there is gold. And there's a 50-to-1 ratio of silver to gold traditionally. That's going to eventually be 1-to-1. And actually, I think in the long run, silver is going to be more valuable than gold because it's used in so many applications in electronics and all. And it's being depleted much quicker. So, yeah, that's what I would do for entertainment purposes only, and not for being financial advice. Yeah. So Ellie's going to make me sit here. There we go.
Just saying.
Yeah. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
No. Okay. No, I don't know enough about it. I'm sorry. But I feel it when you talk about silver and you say that, then I get a big silver is the key. There has been in the mainstream media talk about the banks buying lots of gold, more than they've ever bought before. Funny enough.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Holy shit. We are so far behind on the chat. You know that?
No, didn't know.
Yeah, well, we are. Where the heck is it?
We can always come back and do some of the questions next time.
Yeah.
We're good. There's no questions for a long time, and then all of a sudden there's loads. So we appreciate all your questions. We really do. But as Gregg's been feeling a little bit fragile, we did say we were not going to be doing this for long. But we're happy to bring this over to next time.
Yeah. Like, for example, Martel asked that question at 10:55. So that was 25 minutes ago. That's how far behind we are on the chat. Let's do one more.
So what do you want to do one more?
Yeah. Well, this would be too easy to, yeah. Is there help from insiders and interdimensionals? Not extra, interdimensionals. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Lots and lots and lots of it. Yeah.
If you could imagine, this is the greatest show that has ever happened. Imagine the Truman Show. Okay, and imagine that with Jim Carrey. You've seen that? Well, anyway, he didn't realize his life was like a TV sitcom. He was just thinking this is normal, and all the other people in it were players in this guy's life. And then he finally found out, that it was actually a TV thing. It was all fake. If you can imagine that we're in the Truman Show, and all the people on the outside are watching, all the angels, the huge deities, spirit guides, loved ones, they're all kind of going, oh, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. Oh my God, they're doing it. What can we do to help? What can we do to help? It's all happening. That's how I see it. Like, they keep showing it to me.
I'm not understanding this question, Gypsy JJ. Do you understand this?
So the new heavens and the new earth. Okay. So I think this is back when I was picking up on how beautiful I saw Earth being. And I did say it was after the solar flash. It was going to go back to, it was going to come. We'll still have lots of love in our hearts, and we'll still be on a high vibration, higher than we were. But we're just going to go back to how things are, but in a beautiful way. So I don't know if it's that she's talking about. That's what I saw. It's like heaven on earth. I think heaven on earth. So yes.
Okay.
I'm not picking up on New Earth at all. I feel that we're not going anywhere. We're staying here. But I know other people see things differently. But that's kind of see.
I'm just scrolling, looking for questions written in capital letters. Scrolling and scrolling and scrolling.
Okay.
I think that's it. Actually, we got them all.
Yeah. Oh, we're all right then.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Unless there's questions in there that weren't in capitals. I was just scrolling really. Yeah. So I'm sorry if I had missed any. But next time, remember, put those questions in capital letters.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I can really feel this man's energy is a lot better. So much better. Came on before that. So definitely something has cleared.
Yeah. Well, I think that meditation you did.
Healing energy. Sorry.
The meditation you did helped a lot, and the love from all of our IN5D family. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're going to wrap it up
here.
We
love you guys.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us once again on a Tuesday night. I'll be in a much better mood next week, I'm sure. But, just send me lots of positive thoughts and intentions on finding something, some kind of job that'll prevent me from being homeless. So I appreciate that. So
if you know anybody who's got a job linked with marketing, online marketing, then and working from home remotely, then just let Gregg know.
Yep. Because I appreciate that.
I feel as if it's going to come into your life. It's just going to slip in.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I appreciate you very, very, very much, my love, and all of you watching. I want to just thank you all for your support, and we'll see you again next week. All right. So.
Yeah.
That's it.
Take care, everybody. Good night for now.
Take care, everyone.
Well, it's morning here, 4:25 a.m.
Yep. Bye, everyone.
Bye.